Hello everybody, this is Jack from Fluency.com, and in this live English lesson we're going to practice the second conditional. So this is an opportunity for you, if you're watching live, to type in some sentences and to practice the second conditional. And I'm going to explain how to use this in a second, but first, if you're not watching live, then know that I'm reading comments that you can't see. For example, Faris is here, Jihad is here as well, Mukti is here from Nepal, Guillermo is here from Brazil, if I remember rightly, or William in the English name. Fatih is here as well. Good to see Maxime. Wow, so many people are joining. So, this is what we're going to do in this lesson. I'm going to explain very briefly how to use the second conditional. I'm going to give you a couple of examples and then I'll ask some questions. Feel free to just write some examples of the second conditional right from the start. And before we get into that, I want to say thank you to the following people who have recently joined the Fluency program. Now, the Fluency program is my course which gives you the method, the videos, and the materials, and my support, so that you can speak English with more confidence. So there is a link to the program in the description. I just want to say welcome to Lenka, who joined, Khaled, Justinia, Isabella, and also Michael. So thank you to those people who have joined. And if you want to learn more about it, go check out the description to fluency.com/TFP. So this is going to be, let me just move that a little bit, more of an interactive lesson. And Alejandra has said, if I had money, I would go on holidays. Very good. That's a great example. If I had, you can say, if I had more money. If I had more money, I would go on holiday. Or I would go on more holidays. If I had more money, I would go on more holidays. Now, I'm actually just going to, it's been a long time since I taught the second conditional. So I'm going to use one of my friend's pages, and I'll leave a link in the description and in the comment section after this lesson. This is going to help me just go through some examples and to teach it. Okay, and this is perfectenglishgrammar.com. Sinead, thank you so much for this very useful website. So guys, go check it out. Delva is having lunch right now. Safana says, if I had a car, I would go shopping. If I had a car, I would go shopping. Good example. So yeah, the second conditional is one of these conditionals that talks about imaginary situations and what we would do if the situation was different. So, for example, Parvana says, if I were young, I would travel all over the world, okay? If I were young, I would travel all over the world. And we're going to leave some of these examples in the description after the live lesson. But what Parvana is saying is here, she is not young, okay? This is not my take on it. This is her take on it. This is what she said. Need to be careful. But Parvana is not young, or she's not younger. If she were young, then she would travel the world. So she is saying if her situation were different. If you could change your situation, then this is what would happen instead. So guys, leave some more examples below. Some of the common examples with the second conditional are things like, if I had more money, I would buy a house. If I had more money, I would buy a car, okay? If I had a better phone service, it would be playing at 480p. That's like the resolution. That's a great example. Who said that? David. Parvana, you're 36. You're really young. You're really young. You can travel the world at that age. I think the thing is this. You might say, if I had more time, I would travel the world. If I had more time, I would travel the world. So, what I want you to do is to tell me what you would do if you had more time. What would you do if you had more time? Trizakti says, if I had a wife, I would be happy. Yeah, that's a good example. I like any example within reason. But that's a good example. And I will say this, you can be happy without a wife, but good example. I would be more successful if I prepared better, or if I had better preparation. Yeah. Sometimes I find the second conditional with was. Is this right? Okay. So, the grammatically correct way to say it is this. If I were taller, I would play basketball. If I were taller, I would play basketball. But you will hear people say, if I was taller, I would play basketball. They're both correct, more or less, but try and say were. Try and say were. You will hear people saying was. Okay, Mausami, if I had more time, I would go shopping. I would go shopping. If I had more motivation, I would learn English every day. So again, this is talking about a hypothetical situation. And we use it a lot for the present, okay, like now. It can be like used for the future in a way, but it's just more like saying, I could say, for example, if I had more time, I would teach this lesson for another 2 hours. I don't have time, but if I had more time, I would teach this lesson for another 2 hours. If I had a daughter, I would be in heaven. If I had more time, I would sleep a lot. If I had a brain, I would be able to learn English. Maria, good one. But I know you're good. If I were British, I would have a better accent. I would have, okay? I would have a better accent. If I had more time, I would finish my article. I would travel to America if I had a lot of money. Very good. If I had more time, I'd study English more. Good, so we can use that I'd, okay? I'd. If you were rich, what would you do? Okay, let's ask that question. If you won $5 million, would you still work? If you won $5 million, would you still work? Okay, it's a great question to ask. I'm going to say this, I would still work. If I won the lottery, and if I won $5 million, I would still do this. I think. It's hard sometimes. But yeah, if I won $5 million, I would still teach English. Again, if you're watching the replay, leave your comments below. If you're here live, come and chat. Is there any other special rule, like the use of were instead of was? Well, the were and was rule is interesting because it's the only verb in the past tense with 2 forms. So therefore it's a little bit different. But the rule is that, you know, you just say if I were, but you hear people say if I was. Jack, I think your English is easy to understand, maybe because you're a teacher. Yeah, I speak, hopefully I speak quite clearly. Let's see, Francisco is here from Spain. Where in Spain are you from? I lived in Bilbao and Valencia. If I had $1 million, I would travel around the world. If I had $5 million, I would help poor people. Very good. If I had $5 million, I'd travel all around the world. If I had $5 million, I would share it with poor people. If I had $5 million, I would be a rock star. Does that mean like you would spend your time playing music, doing those types of things? Let me know. Also, before I read more comments, if you're watching the replay and if you want to know when I go live, okay, click subscribe and then click the little notification bell. Notification crew! I don't know why I say that. I watch a YouTube channel where a guy says that, and I've always wanted to say it. Yeah. I'm actually going to repeat what he says in a second because I enjoy it. Cordoba. Very cool. Andalusia. I've never been to... no, I've been to Malaga. And that area. Marbella. Puerto Banús. Sir, is my comment getting you? I can't read all comments. Sorry if I miss it. Sorry if I miss it. I don't know what I would do if I had more time because I have enough of it. I like that. What a good comment. What a good comment. Yeah, a lot of people say, and this is, you know, this is a fun lesson. We can experiment and think about hypothetical situations. But that comment is fantastic, to say that you have enough time right now. And like I said in my latest video, if you say you don't have enough time, it's because you don't want to learn English enough to make it a priority. It's very simple. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing or a good thing, that if you're just honest with yourself, then it makes it a lot easier. If I won $5 million, I would travel. I would know many places. Okay, instead of saying no, just say I would go to. I'd go to many places. Louise says I would work even more, trying to invest it in the best way. Fantastic. I love it. These are really good comments. If I had that kind of money, I would live in the fast lane, says Nathan. Very good. What would you do if you had that money? So yeah, I said before, I would continue doing what I'm doing. I'd invest it. I'd invest 4.5 million in property, cryptocurrency, and the stock market. Then I would spend a little bit, and I'd just continue doing what I'm doing. I'd really enjoy it. Okay, if you're just joining, we're talking about the second conditional. Okay, Juan says, if I had the opportunity to invite millions of people to subscribe to your channel, I would do it without any doubts. That's such a great comment. Really good comment. Thank you. I appreciate it. You have a fantastic ability to explain hard rules in an easy way. I think it's the examples. I always like to give good examples because that's how you're going to remember. And that's why my To Fluency program is all about phrases and examples. And soon I'm going to add a grammar section to the program, but it's going to be about giving a small explanation and then giving you the materials to get as many examples as possible. So check that out, to fluency.com/TFP. Check it out, check it out. Check it out. If I had $5 million, I would... Oh, I wouldn't... No, I'm not going to read that. I finished your book. It was fantastic. Great content. Thank you. And guys, you can get my book. It's free to download to fluency.com/book. If I had $5 million, I would have an organic farm. I love that comment. That's really cool. That's really cool. I love it. Yeah. I would take courses such as Celta and Delta and teach people. Very good. I would go to Vegas to lose it all. I love that comment. Yeah. I actually said that to my friend the other day. I said, because we like to buy things like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And I said, okay, if this turns into $1 million, we're going to Vegas and we're putting it all on black to double our money, or we're going to lose it. Mr. Engineer is here from Basra, Iraq. Good to have you. Thank you for joining. If I could go somewhere, I would go to India. If I had a lot of money, I would go to where you are. Very good. Let's practice some more. Okay, here's another question. If you could live anywhere in the world, which city or country, but which city would you live in? Okay. So if you had the opportunity to live anywhere in the world, where would you live? I can also say if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? Let me know. Let me know. For me, I would choose New York City. My wife knows that. Asheville, where we live, is a close second. It's a close second. I would live in Australia. I would Canada, Barcelona, Lisbon, Palermo, Italy. This is so cool. They're all different. Japan, Tokyo, Copenhagen, Istanbul, Japan. I would live in Japan. If I could live anywhere in the world, I would live in Toronto. Wow, these are so cool. If I had an opportunity to choose a city, I would move to Miami. Save general questions for the end. Okay. Sarah, I live here in Fuengirola, Spain. It's beautiful. I'm going to look at where that is. Sorry if I'm just leaning into the screen a little bit. How do you spell that? Let's have a look. And then I'll read the rest of the comments. See where this is in Spain. I lived in Bilbao and Valencia. It looks like it's on that coast. Let's see. I know I didn't pronounce that correctly. Ah, it's near Malaga. Yeah, I've been near there. I went to Marbella. Marbella. Let's see. I would live in London. I would live in Tahiti. I would live in Brazil. Oh, I live in Brazil. I would live in Turkey, France, London, Mexico, Japan or Korea, Jerusalem. Wow, all these different cities. That's really cool. So again, if you're just joining, we're practicing the second conditional. So that's another thing about the second conditional. The format is, if I had more time, I would do this, okay? But we can also use other things as well. Let's see if I actually have a lesson on the second conditional. I'm going to use my own notes to teach this. But definitely check out Sinead's site, Learn English Grammar. No, what's it called? perfectenglishgrammar.com. I'll leave a link in the comment section later. But yeah, it's a really cool website if you want easy, simple grammar explanations. And also, no, I don't have a lesson on the second conditional. I'll make one. Let's see. But yeah, sorry, to go back to what I was saying, if I had more time, I would do this. If I could live anywhere in the world, I would live in London, for example. And then we can contract I would to I'd. Okay, a lot of people are saying Turkey. I'd live anywhere with no violence and fair taxes. I would live if I could live anywhere in the world, I would live in Switzerland. Yeah, Devik, good. I would live in Palestine. Kansas Sai's here. I'm going to add you as a moderator. I'd live in Japan or Korea. Thailand. Oh, dear me. Some terrible comments. Block. I wouldn't live in the UK, especially in summer. It's raining constantly. It is. It is. I would stay on in my beautiful country, Jerusalem, Georgia. Sir, how can I download your book? To fluency.com/book, and then you'll be able to download it there. If somebody could leave the link in the comment section to fluency.com/book, I would be very grateful. Okay, yeah, conditional. Let's see. If I had time, I'd read books. Jefferson is here. Good to see you, Jefferson. saying USA. I'm Japanese. Hello. Hello. Good to have you. Can you read the examples of a Cockney accent? Okay, I'll do different accents for the next question. How would your life change if you could speak fluent English? How would your life change if you could speak fluent English? Let me know in the live chat. How would your life change? Mr. Engineer says, I did not receive your book so far. Make sure you enter the right email address. That happens a lot. Also, check your spam folder. Check your spam folder. Okay, how would your life change if you could speak fluent English? I would live in London if I could live anywhere in the world. Okay, John says, Lyle, come here. The postman is here, which means that Lyle, I'm going to bring Lyle up here, is barking. But this is Lyle, everyone. Say hi. Okay, let's see. See what people are saying. I'd be more confident and have more self-esteem. Great comment, John. I would be an interpreter. I'd be a better teacher. It just looks so cool to speak fluent English. I would be kind of famous. I would pass my exam. I would have a better job. My life would take a different direction. I'd apply for other kind of jobs. Great comment. That's a really good comment. I might make you... I need more admins in this group to help me with the messages. And guys, if anyone could post the link in the live chat to fluency.com/book. If I were able to speak fluently, I'd live in the UK. It would help a lot in my life if I could speak English fluently. Cancy, your English is fantastic. If I could speak English fluently, my life would be easier in my present research. It would be nice if we could speak to you. Okay, well, look on Facebook for Learn English with Jack. Because yesterday, I invited people onto a live, like a live lesson, and we talked. Fala Português. I would travel all over the world, especially America. I like the way you pronounce better, better. Yeah, this is a good difference between British and American pronunciation, because with British pronunciation, we say the T sound when there are two like vowels before and after. Better. We also use the schwa. Better, 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 better. Sorry, my dog just wants more attention. But with American English, you'll hear better, 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 better. Yeah, American English sounds like better, better. So there's a D sound, and it's also, you say the R sound, better. Let's see. If I could speak English fluently, I would speak with tourists. Very good. Yes, I do have blue eyes. If I had more time, I would watch the complete lesson, but it's time to go back to work. Well, enjoy work. See what other people are saying. I would travel all over the world, especially America. I would be able to watch the Discovery Channel with no subs. Nathan, your comments are fantastic. So the question is, how would your life change if you could speak English fluently? I'd be able to watch the Discovery Channel without subtitles. Love it. Comment of the day. Good, good, good. It would be easier to live in London if I could speak English fluently. Also, I would feel more confident when I talk on the phone. It's really hard. Your writing is fantastic. Keep practicing. Keep practicing. And guys, I can help you to fluency.com/book. Go check it out. Go check it out. We've got someone from Huancayo, Peru. If you teach tongue positions, I would speak better. I do in my course, in my program. There's a link in the description to fluency.com/TFP. Recently, we have had the following people join: Lenka, Khaled, Justina, Isabella, and Michael. And soon, this week, I'm adding new lessons, premium lessons on certain grammar topics, where I'm going to give you lots of downloadable audio and memory cards so that you can learn grammar in a natural way. To fluency.com/TFP. Go check it out. Where is Huancayo? I went to Peru. Huancayo. I went to Peru in 2007. It was amazing. I went to Arequipa, Lima, Cusco. Where else? Is it Isca? Huacachina? Oh, that's close to the mountains. And there was another city, Puno? Or is it, has it got the little N on it? Let's see. Puno, just Puno. Love Peru. My kids speak fantastic British accent. Very cool. Melissa is here from Turkey. I would be able to learn more through it. Yeah, great. So if Esma could speak English fluently, he or she, sorry, I can't see the picture. He or she is saying that they could learn, that they would learn more through it. That they would be able to learn different things through it. Beautiful refrigerator. Thank you. We like it. If I had subscribed to your channel a year ago, I would hear English speech better. Very good. That's like a mixed conditional. If I had subscribed in the past, I would speak better English now. So that's a mixed conditional. How a different situation in the past affects the present. Okay? If I hadn't gone to Ecuador, I wouldn't be in America now, because I met my wife in Ecuador. If I hadn't gone to Ecuador, I wouldn't be in America now. That's like a mixed conditional. Nice hairstyle. Thank you. I'd be able to read more books about space in English and know more about my future job. If I could speak English more fluently, I'd be able to get a better job. Okay, good. So there's so much practice there with the second conditional. Hopefully, all these examples have helped you use it. And I've repeated them a lot as well, because it's that repetition that is going to help. And you can learn the rules about grammar. You can learn those kind of rules. But when we speak about it in these kinds of ways, where we get lots of practice and we get lots of examples, then it's going to make a huge difference to your ability to be able to use these in natural conversation. So I hope you found this lesson useful. If you have, okay, if you have, like it, share it, and subscribe if you are new. Notification crew, click that bell and you'll get updates when I go live. One of my favorite YouTubers says that at the end of every video. Let's just do a few questions. Any questions? Now is the time. Did you go to the office today or did you stay at home? I stayed at home. Someone was going to come here today. They cancelled. So anyway, I stayed at home. It's been fun. Show me the dog. Where is it? He's down here now. He might be close to sleeping, so I can't show him again. I've just joined. Yes, I'm so glad. Julia, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Any other questions before I go? Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for your efforts. My pleasure. Guys, get my book to fluency.com/book. You can download it for free. Come join my program. More and more people are joining. finding it really useful. In fact, someone joined yesterday and sent me a message saying that they love it. To fluency.com/TFP. Oh my goodness, we have a celebrity here. Dora the Exploradora is here. Fantastic. Good to see you. Hola, she says. Thank you for your book. I read it yesterday. Dusa, it's my pleasure. How can I find you on Facebook? Search for Jack. Learn English with Jack and join my group. Okay? You'll be able to find it there. I'll leave a comment after this video with those kind of links. Okay. What do you do? I teach English. Welcome. This is what I do. I teach English. Okay. Arnando has a question. When will you, well, a lot of questions. When will you be making your next lesson of conditionals? Probably next week. Are you excited about the fight of the century, Mayweather versus Conor McGregor? No, not really. I'm a big boxing fan, but I don't think it's going to be a good... I say I'm not excited. I'm going to watch it. Okay, everyone, again, thanks for being here. It's such a pleasure to have you here. Invite your friends. We can learn together. And be sure to check out my resources. Okay, thank you. Speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.